Hey guys, I'm here today. We're going to be jumping into episode 8 of season 1 of Dark. We're just going to go ahead and hop into this. I'm a little late recording this week, so I just want to go ahead and get right into the swing of things. So if you want to see the full length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. It is a watch along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes of a reaction the entire episode. Get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. We're trying to make it worth your while, so sure, go away, support the channel. But guys, if you enjoyed this reaction, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because I would really appreciate it. And with that all said and out of the way, guys, let's hop into episode 8. As you sow, so you shall reap. Ooh, here we go.
Danke, dass du so schnell kommen konntest, Egon.
Young Egon. Oh. Oh.
Sie sehen seltsam aus. Als hätte sie jemand verkleidet.
Because their outfits are not of this era, so they call them costumes. And I'm pretty sure that was the same kid that we saw that was young Helg. He just hasn't been injured yet. I could be misremembering it, but I think that's the same kid. But it's kind of interesting because he, in essence, is the one disposing of these bodies. Or at least presumably disposing of these bodies. That's what we're being led to believe right now. Are we following up with this? Yes.
Eine Passage, Raum und Zeit miteinander verbindet.
Don't lose him, man. He found the red string. Dude, if he passes through, that would be crazy. Helg already made it to the tunnel.
Drei Dimensionen miteinander. Zukunft, Gegenwart und Vergangenheit.
Dude. But which way is he gonna go? Is he gonna go right or is he gonna go left? There we go. Oh wow. Dude, I can't wait to see this. Yeah, okay, so I was right.
Du wartest hier.
Oh, is that his father? Burned?
Auf der Baustelle, da war alles voller Polizei.
Polizei?
Was redest du denn da?
Die sahen aus wie Kinder.
Der kleine Zettel im Kragen.
Oh!
Die Tätowierung ist merkwürdig. Also ich habe schon einiges sonderbarer gesehen, aber das hier übertrifft eindeutig alles.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would be strange to them at this time. What, 53? World War II still mildly fresh. God, the tattoo, the date on the coins. Hell, there was probably even like a copyright date on the clothing tags too. So am I right then? Don't tell me. About 86 being where all the experimentation is actually taking place. Oh, look where we are. The acorns.
Zyklus des Mondes. Die 33 ist aber mehr als Jesus hat 33 Wunder vollbracht.
Und es ist das Alter, in dem der Antichrist seine Herrschaft beginnt.
What? Oh God. Did this literally turn into an Antichrist story? Or are we talking figuratively?
Hey Spinner! Wo willst du so schnell hin?
Können wir die Seidenstrümpfe kaufen? Guck mal, ob er was auf Tasche hat.
Wow.
Mach dir mal nicht in die Hose. Deinem alten Herrn quillt der Zaster doch aus den Ohren.
Oh, wow. Oh! Oh, all right. God.
Ist hier gerade jemand vorbeigekommen? So ein alter Mann im Schlafanzug?
He must have went to 86 then.
Sonst hören die nie auf.
Die sind doch viel stärker als ich.
Dann weißt du beim nächsten Mal eben einfach zu.
That goes to say, like what Egon was saying, if he could stop him before it happens, and he, of course, because he can't, but that would have been the point. We know this road.
Sind Sie Herr Egon Tiedemann?
Nein.
Wie unhöflich. Mein Name ist Agnes Nielsen
Oh.
und ist mein Sohn Tronte.
Oh, wait, what?
Tronte, komm, sag dem netten Mann guten Tag.
Dude, this has gotta be so trippy.
Du bist Tronte, Nielsen.
Stellen Sie sich vor, Sie
Aber welches Jahr haben wir?
1953.
Yeah.
Tun sie das nicht mehr.
Die Träume verändern sich. Andere Dinge werden wichtig, sondern hier.
Mm.
Suchen Sie eine Uhr?
Sind Sie Herr Tannhaus?
Yo.
Falsch. Falsch.
So, is this where his kind of infatuation kind of grew?
Wollen wir uns dann oben mal umschauen, ja? Claudia, zeigst du dem Jungen nachher die Umgebung, ja?
So maybe they moved away rather than just sold their home to the Nielsens, and well, I don't know. That doesn't necessarily add up because Claudia was still around in 86, but we haven't seen her at all in the present day.
Haben Sie schon gehört, was die Polizei heute Morgen gefunden hat? Jana hat zum Lehrerzimmer gehört.
Na, jetzt spann mich mal nicht so auf die Folter.
Mama.
Man hat auf der Baustelle vom Doppler 2 Leichen gefunden. 2 kleine Jungen. Die wurden von Außerirdischen entführt. Für Experimente.
Was hast du gerade?
He left his jacket. Oh, what kind of significance is that gonna have?
Das ist so unheimlich. Da, aber in Nähe.
There's the cave.
Musst du nicht auch langsam mal zurück nach Hause? Und ich krieg noch die Mark von dir. Komm, wir gehen weiter. Dann sind wir los. Komm hierher, Gretchen. Komm.
Kennen Sie einen Doppler? Helge Doppler?
Den Jungen von Bernd Doppler?
Nein, jung, alt, etwas in See.
In alt gibt's nur Bernd Doppler.
Bernd Doppler vom AKW. Bernd ist Helges Vater.
Richtig? Halt! Warten Sie! Hey!
God.
Oder entsteht alles auf ewig neu in einem immer wiederkehrenden Kreislauf? Und wir folgen den Gesetzen der Natur und sind nichts als Sklaven von Raum und Zeit.
Well, it's an interesting conversation to have.
Du bist Helge Doppler, oder?
Haben Sie den Mann gefunden, den Sie suchen?
Ja. Ich kann die Vergangenheit ändern. Und die Zukunft.
Is Ulrich the one that injures him, that gives him the messed up ear? I know this could just be another piece of what forms him into that man he becomes. Is this vengeful quest here? I don't know. Oh my God. Oh. I mean, his eyes were dead, spacing out. There's no way he actually successfully killed him. Maybe he'll be found and resuscitated. Wow. Wow. I'm honestly kind of shocked that he had the resolve to do that. Now his eyes are closed, though. Oh.
Ein Schicksal geknüpft an das nächste.
Wow, man.
Ist miteinander verbunden. Aber das ist auch nur eine Theorie. Aber ich werde das Gefühl nicht los, dass sie
I'm gonna go back and look at that sequence after this.
Vor wenigen Monaten gab es einen Störfall im Kernkraftwerk und dabei ist Energie freigesetzt worden. Und
Sie wollen jetzt ein weiteres Wurmloch erschaffen.
nein, ich will das Bestehende zerstören.
Yes.
Apparat kann das ändern.
Gehen Sie. Gehen Sie jetzt.
We see him tinkering on it later. But is that the original or the broken one he's brought back?
Passieren wird. Ich muss das alles wieder gerade biegen. Und Sie müssen mir dabei helfen.
Damn, dude. Oh no, that is the original. That one up there. This is insane, man. Shit. Oh, wait. His phone. The future influencing the past yet again. Oh, dude. Dude, that episode was nuts. All right, before we get into too much, I wanna rewind a tad to where we were looking at the weave, like the web. Because that old woman, I do remember seeing, I think, on the board, but I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, that's Claudia. That's present day Claudia. I've been asking where she's been. And she's in the basement. She's the one that's mapping this stuff out? She looks like she's wearing another one of those trench coats too. Is she? Oh wow. Okay. I'm not even going to attempt to go down that road right now. Anyway, I just wanted to double check that because I could have swore I saw her photo on the board, but I didn't get enough time to glance at who the other iterations were. So Ulrich has gone back in time. You know, he missed old Helg. Helg more than likely went to 86 because seemingly, I believe, my theory stands that right now that 86 is where everything is happening. It's the focal point, as he says. It is the present day in which the wormhole is fixated. It is emanating out of 86 to the past, 33 years in the past, 33 years in the future, connecting that together in a closed loop. And the stranger from a future wants to destroy it using this doctor's help, this clockmaker's help. That whole breakdown of like how it all works, like it does make sense. They are doing a really good job at like making this all connect and really challenge the idea of can things be changed? And this stranger is adamantly on that path to make that happen or prevent it from being a causeway anymore. Because I don't know if he's destroying it will destroy, you know, what has already happened. But at least we know that that causeway, that bridge, that wormhole is actively being used for whatever these nefarious purposes are. This thing is continuing to happen and repeat itself. How do you do that when these things are happening at 3 different points at the same time in different times? Because when something happens there, it happens there because those things are connected. Ooh, it's going to be an interesting way to see how they parse this out. I do like, and while I don't know Helg's path, I don't know what happens in the in-between. We know he has some hand involved with what's happening with Noah, and that maybe in some cover-up or some, I don't know, the way he gets away with it all to end up in that nursing home and all that, and now he's trying to go back and make amends for everything he's done. But then you parallel that with like this whole idea that we had Egon talking about, and it's like, what makes a serial killer? And there's these little telltale signs here. You know, his mother, you know, is her demeanor, her treatment of him, like not 100%, but like it's usually one of those things that kind of attribute to one of these things that, you know, profilers will kind of tack on to, like the stereotypical serial killer path. Now, he didn't kill the birds, but he is collecting them, but he did willfully. I think all of this happening right now is putting him down that path, and he's going to make a choice one of these days, whether it be willful or not, like his bullying, his treatment at home, and then, you know, the way that Claudia and Trant treated him, and his choice of what to do with Gretchen. Now, did Gretchen... see, that's the thing, though. There's no way that stick went that far into the cave, so I feel like that's quite a bit of a stretch. There's no way that dog couldn't have made it back out. Unless that stick grew legs or got grabbed by a bat and carried all the way into the tunnel. Well, Gretchen definitely can't open the gate. I was going to say, what if Gretchen ended up in one of the other time periods? That would be kind of interesting, weird, funny. We haven't seen that dog before. I haven't been paying attention to people's dogs. Is that dog somewhere else in time right now? Is Ulrich, when he goes home, see the dog and take the dog with him? What? I don't know. But, you know, Trant and Agnes coming into town for the very first time. Husband is dead. I didn't catch what Egon's wife was glancing at on Agnes's arm when she was helping her make the bed and all that stuff. I don't know if she noticed those similar burn marks on her, or I don't know. I don't know what exactly I was supposed to be noticing there, because she had that little paused that little moment there that I wasn't sure exactly what was happening. But then we flashed to Trant revealing all these burn marks. So I'm wondering if her husband's really dead, or if her husband is somebody that they're running away from while all of a sudden they are coming to this town. And who is their grandmother? Why did we cut off before she gave a name? That makes me think that Ulrich's great-great-grandmother may be, that's right, may be somebody we know from the future. Why else cut that off? It's got to be somebody we've already met. I mean, I was just thinking about who would be snooping around and possibly have the most likelihood of stumbling upon the door. Well, there's two potentials that I'm thinking of right now. Charlotte, I think, is the most obvious choice, which would be interesting because, you know, she's sniffing up the same trails as Ulrich now. You know, if she goes into the cave, she's already poking around in the cave. She could stumble upon it and end up trapped in some other time. The other alternative is we still have no idea what happened to Franziska. She just up and disappeared. One of these cloaked figures, Helg even could have taken her, or she could have successfully ran away like she had been planning to. I don't know. But this was a wild episode. I highly doubt, with the way things have been going so far, that Ulrich successfully killed Helg. Even though he was dead-eyed and just staring into space when he initially finished wailing on him. But then he went ahead and drug the body down and left him in that bunker. Where does that go? And what does this have to do with Noah? We see that Noah has already been keeping this place up because the date that he wrote on the board on the wall was added. So that scene we saw with him sweeping and stuff was before Helg got dragged down in here. So what's going to happen there? Is he going to stumble upon him and get him out, maybe get him medical attention, or use some time magic to bring him back and heal him? But to see that Ulrich is kind of the potentially, with the advice he gave, the accusation he threw at him, telling him what will happen in his future, and then chasing the kid down and beating him with a rock, that could very well be what puts him on this path. And we know that a young Helg ends up in 86 to see these machines. And I don't know, because we saw him that opening shot when it jump cut to old Helg, where he's like, I remember everything, and he's like touching the machine that we've seen like shocking all the kids and stuff as they're dumping him off. That might be when Noah brings him in on his entire scheme and starts like showing him around and doing that, but also sending him back because he has to be his operator in there and to grow up to 86. I don't know how all that's going to play out. It's a little messy right now, just kind of think about it with the information we have. But seeing this stranger kind of settle down and be on this mission again, even though like I'm still not 1000% confident, I'm pretty confident that's got to be Jonas, man. He's the only other person that is investigating this thing to this extent that I feel like that it makes the most sense for that to be him. It very well could be somebody else in the end, but that would be an interesting way to kind of tie it all together. And he's got the most, like, I wouldn't say the most, but he's got like a heavy investment into undoing all of this thing. I don't know if he can undo it. Like, if you destroy the time loop, does everything progress as it would have, untainted by the interference of the other timelines, the breaks? Does it destroy all of that in time? Like, if he succeeds, this device goes off, does it just put us everything nice and neat and back? Everybody is back and living their own lives. Mikkel is back with the Nelsons, and Jonas is just never born. You know, do these things unravel and the timeline progresses as it was always meant to without this tethering? But then again, the way this is also presented, that is also a fallacy in our way we perceive time. So I don't know what way this is going to go. But I love the way they're playing with this and how the future is influencing the past is influencing the future in these little ways. Like Ulrich, because what Helg has done in the past, what has happened in the past, that has sent Ulrich on this revenge quest because of how it impacted him, how it took Mikkel, has sent him back into the past, and now he's pushing those very same elements into, you know, action himself by leaving his jacket, leaving his phone. The way he influences Helg informs on what's going to happen later. Same with when Mikkel went back. You know, the events of the past sent him back, and now he's also part of that whole thing, and he's the motivator for Jonas to go back and do this other stuff. It's just this incestuous time loop, some literally and kind of metaphorically. And it's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds, how some of these other characters kind of get roped into it. And again, to what extent does it, we didn't see any remnants of it here, but to what extent this involves Trant and Peter, who are keeping tabs on these things as well on their own. Like, are they looped in with Helg? I don't know. How are they tied in? And I did think it was real fun, especially in this, because it was like, finding 80s clothes in present day is not that strange. Finding future clothes in the past, now that have never existed yet, that's trippy. And I loved seeing the investigation on that, like their perception of them as being dressed in costumes when it's just their everyday casual dress. You know, being taken aback by their clothes being made in China. The dates on the coins being 1986 and be like, the hell. So I'm wondering if the coins branding is an indicator of where the body came from. Is that maybe all the coins aren't all 86? Maybe the coins around the necks, like if we were to find Eric's body, because I still don't recall if we found him. We know that's been disposed of somewhere, but we don't know when that body was dumped. So would his body have 2019 on it, like a coin from 2019 on it? So I'm wondering if that'll come into play. But that's about all I got right now. I think I'm stretching this a little bit longer than I need to with what information we have at the moment. So I'll go ahead and pass it off to you guys. Sound in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. If you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. If you want to check out the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sher, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korscott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Safral, Jake Cantrell, and Josh Lee. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and everybody who's been supporting the channel and helping us grow to where we are today. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.